July 18th, 2019. It's been 29 years, 3 weeks, and 1 day since I masturbated and had an affair. I want to talk about my favorite slogan, my favorite piece of wisdom. You know, philosophy, the word comes from philo and sophistry. Sophistry means wisdom, and philo means love, to love wisdom. This is my favorite piece of wisdom, the one that changed my life. In June of 1980, I walked into an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting in this little poor, run-down, lower middle-class, redneck, white, trashy kind of neighborhood. There were no black people, there were no women, there were no gay people, there were no rich people, there were no educated people. It was a rough crowd back then, but it was just close to where I lived. I lived in a rough neighborhood. A bunch of hippies who lived right next door to a bunch of rednecks. So the hippies didn't have a meeting, but the rednecks did. So I went over there, and there was this tall guy there, I don't know, 6'4", with long, stringy hair. Like, you remember those cough drop commercials of the two brothers with long beards? Like that, a long, stringy beard. And I spouted off some psychobabble about how it was affecting my guitar playing. And, they listened to my baloney and I talked for like 4 or 5 minutes, and everybody took their turn around the meeting, as they always do. But as I was leaving, this old guy who I had never seen before, and I would never see the rest of my life, and that's been, coming up on 40 years, he said the wisest, most loving thing anyone's ever said to me. Just keep coming back. Just keep coming back. And that was the first time anybody, gosh, I think I might cry. That was the first time anybody had said, they weren't saying, get out of here. We don't want you. We don't like the way you act. We don't like the way you talk. We don't like the way you think. Just get out of here. You drink all our beer and you have sex with all our women. Get out of here. And you want all the fame and the glory from the music. They didn't, I wasn't behaving in a socially acceptable way. But he welcomed me back. And I did come back. Now, it took a while. It took about another year, because I figured I read God on the wall when they said, and I thought, I'm not going to believe in a lie. And so I stayed drunk for another 365 days of my life, just suffering. Finally, I came back and I said, hey guys, I don't care what it says on the wall. If you let me in, I'll sing in the choir. And I was willing at that point to do whatever anybody said. Didn't matter to me. I had reached a point of humility where I was teachable, where another man could teach me. But if he hadn't said that to me, if that old wiry, stringy-haired guy hadn't said that to me, I might have gone and never come back. And that's what I tell everybody, especially beginners. Just keep coming back. You may think you're never going to get this. You may fail and fail and fail for months and even years. But just keep coming back. Even when it doesn't make sense, when it's nonsensical, it's just irrational to come back. Come back to the group, because God is G-O-D, group of drunks. And we have a power that can help you stop the masturbation and porn that you don't have. So if you don't remember anything, this is probably the 120th video we've put up here on these NoFap Success on Facebook and NoFap Success on YouTube, as well as on Monks. But if you're going to remember one thing, remember this. Just keep coming back.